this opportunity to see all my friends again. So most of you know me quite few years, and so each time I come here, all of them are really interested to come here and learn something. It makes me sometimes more pressure to reason why, because all they expected me to learn something, so it's become more responsibility. So sometimes I'm really thinking, how should I can teach them correctly, because every individual have a different mindset. I want to learn this, I want to learn this, but most important that I'm excited is because everybody like to learn something, so that was wonderful. So I really thankful for that. It also I really appreciate for the organization why, because this time like this is really important. So if I don't have this opportunity, then we may not be able to see you and learn a little bit more about Buddha's teaching. So anyway, I'm not taking too much time. So thank you everyone for coming, so we will then start. When you recite Buddha's Sutra or any teaching, when you recite it, it's not benefiting only you also. They have many spirits and God, demigods, and Atura, and all these invisible beings are coming because they love to hear the Buddha's teaching, and many people don't do this here in Bay Area. So whenever there is something Buddha's teaching, reciting or singing, they also come. So what happened? We have to say, we give a permission for them to benefit all of them to hear and to have a merit for them and purify their karma. Because even you say Buddha's one word, it's purifying many karma. We don't feel that in heart, we just, oh, it's like that. We're so used to that, but it's actually very precious. So what you have to recite, Namo Lai ke dan ludan nirjin ke churanda dan mi ke nanda thanje ke dan ki churtendo. You have to recite this. This is actually King of Prayer. This says, and I Namo means I bow down, I respect, Lai ke and God language, demigod language, and Atura's language, and spirit language, and all beings language. I'm going to recite Buddha's teachings, you say. And then what happens? Automatically, because the good karma, with the karma, even you recite in the human language or Vietnamese language, everybody can hear in their own language. So because you give a permission to hear them. And then what happens? Whoever hear, you have a merit for them. You automatically get the merits of reciting one time, not for the obviously in the room, people in the room here, but all the spirits, all the invisible beings, whoever in the insects in the room, they have many bacteria, insects. They are beings. Don't think they are also one lifetime of mother, and they are beings. So everybody can hear this. Then how many bacteria and insects in our stomach, our body, millions. All they are supposed to become enlightened. They want to also become Buddha. So when you recite, you have to think about all of this and then dedicate it and give a permission. Dedicate it. Oh, I recite this to benefit all of you. Then what happens? It becomes more meaningful. So you have to think like that. And then second, don't think when you recite it's very important. You don't think you recite it for all yourself. This Mayana, we say, oh Mayana, but we don't think about the Mayana mind. So forget about your family, for yourself. Oh, I recite this for behalf. Today I'm so lucky. Whatever my good karma, I'm not going in the San Jose to eat some lunch or maybe go to some nice place to walk around or in the beaches, but I come here to benefit for myself in future for all the beings. You think like that, and then I will recite this for all the beings. You think like that, okay? Then it's become very powerful. And also in the Tibetan and also Vietnamese, we do invited the monks to pray for us and do the puja for families' well-being and remove obstacles and bring up good health. Also, this is also same thing. When you recite sutra, a monk's recite, benefit is same. How much benefit is depend on your mind. So that's why also you think this is okay. Now today I'm going to recite with this Sangha member. Whole Sangha member. We all love Buddha. We all love Buddha Sutra. We all love to become born pure. We all wanted to become Buddha. So today I have a very good opportunity to pray with this large Sangha member. So may I pray this for remove of family obstacle and family good health, prosperity. So this will be the puja for my family's 1 year. May this merits will protect my family from obstacles, and you think like that, okay? And then it's become very beneficial. It's also particular dedication. It's very important, because if family have a special problem with some obstacles, whether it's a health issue, whether it's a relation issue, whether it's a financial issue or anything, there's nothing wrong to dedicate that particular problem, okay? Because Buddha wants everybody happy, everybody free from problem, free from suffering. So this sutra all designed to help all of us to solve this problem. It's not to purify karma, but also the immediately to make the merits and to purify those. So you say, oh, we have this problem because of our bad karma or because of our obstacles. So may all this will be solved with the merits from this reciting this problem. And also with the compassion, I dedicated this to all the beings who have a problem. Everybody have everybody has their own problem. So may all they free from their problem, because I pray this for them and dedicate it for them. You think like that, and then it's become very powerful, also very powerful. And then suppose if somebody have a family have a health issue or going to surgery, or somebody who have died recently, or somebody who have a some emotional breakdown, or whoever it doesn't necessarily your family. You know that if somebody in neighborhood you even don't talk, then you know they have problem. You dedicate them. That's our duty. We are Mayana. That's our parents. They are our family also. So you dedicate them, and this becomes more meaningful to be here. Okay. You repeat these words after me, okay? So that you are giving the permission for all things. Namo. Namo. Pai Ketang. Pai Ketang. Lui Ket. Namo Lai Ketang Lui Ketang. Nu Jin Ket. Chuang Data. Namo Lai Ketang Chuang Data. Minam Ki. Kamje Ketu. Dage. Chutendo. Okay, now you recite. You can. Nam Awa Kunjo Sumla Chazelo. Namo Lai Ketang Lu Jin Ket Chuang Data Mi Kinam. Kamje Ketu Dage Chutendo. So before we chant the mantra, I will tell you how to visualize or how to think. So before we chant, I would like to share you a little bit about how you think, how you imagine to purify Earth Bodhisattva's mantra. So which is Earth Bodhisattva is Bodhisattva which is supposed to purify the heavy negative karma to born in three realms. So you should think like this. You see, Tang Khao Yi. These three colors. You remember Om Ah Hum. Yeah, Om Ah Hum means body Tang Khao Yi. Tang Khao Yi. So this symbolizes the Buddha's pure Tang Khao Yi, and also your impure Tang Khao Yi. And then when you bless the water, bless the offering, also you you can say Omao, Omao, which means Buddha's Tang Khao Yi bless the offering, so it's become pure. So this you can apply for all the Buddha purification, any Buddha. And then you see the two images here in the sides. One is very dark, and it started getting whiter. And low you see the body is more clean and clean. So here the idea is, when you start praying, you imagine that Buddhas, all the Buddhas, especially Earth Bodhisattva in the center, surrounded by all the Buddhas, and they started blessing, sending blessing from the all Buddha's Tang Khao Yi, start sending to you and dissolve into your Tang Khao Yi, and it started purifying slowly, and you're cleansing down from the up and then downwards slowly, and all melt down in the form of black liquid. That's why you see the lot of dark black liquid coming from downside, and then you visualize or imagine that all your body become pure and pure and pure like that. So here you see in the corner, this is supposed to be Buddha, any Buddha. You can put here the Earth Bodhisattva, and since we are doing his mantra, and then you are in the center. This monks is supposed to be you, and then you see all other different image. These are all sentient beings, all the sentient beings of the 6 realms. 6 realms sentient being, your mother sentient being surrounded by you, and then you recite this, and then sentient beings and the Buddhas, all Buddhas will send light to you, and from your heart, light go to all 10 directions and dissolve into all your mother sentient beings, purify their karma, their Tang Khao Yi. You think like that, and then they purify and they become also pure and become Buddha. So this is how you measure. I don't want to talk the detail, but this is a simple way to visualize. You repeat after me 3 times, and then you do. Then we recite together. Om. Om. Om Pramani. Mani. Dhani Swaha. Om Paramani. Dhani Swaha. Om Paramani. Dhani Swaha. Om Paramani. Dhani Swaha. Okay, now we recite Om Paramani Dhani Swaha. 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 Om Paramani Swaha. Om Paramani Swaha. Om Paramani Dhani 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 Swaha. They produce action which was motivated by E. So you see these 2 actions. One directly motivated by mind itself. One is motivated and then action comes. So this is called Sambhilya. The Sambhilya means, reason why we need to know, because sometimes you say, oh, if I kill, steal and lie, if I do is physical action, then I may have a negative karma. Otherwise, I may not have. No. If you think in here, even you don't say, oh, she's really look like that, and you think in mind, even you don't say, you have still created a negative karma. So, most important is in here, the willing action is very, very serious. Willing action is, that's why our mind is always crazy. We never think, I mean, not never, but most of us, we think, oh, negative. Right? So these all negative thoughts are actions which brings you suffering. Nothing else, suffering. So, and then the willing action and action motivated by the mind is speech action and physical action. So cow actions, what do you call this? What do you call karma? Nihi, cow nihi, 3. Khẩu nghiệp 3.
Khẩu nghiệp có đâu đếm thì có 3.
What do you call 3?
3.
Oh no, sorry. Khẩu 4. How you say 4? 4. Khẩu nghiệp 4. Bố khẩu nghiệp. It's reiterating is opposite. So okay, anyway, I'm trying to tell this because so you can remember with my blogging Vietnamese. So it's 4 from speech, 4 negative karma from speech, 4 positive karma from speech. So if you don't remember, you don't know, don't learn, then it keeps continuing. It's a 4 negative action created from the speech. Okay. Number 1 is a lying, or you can say false statements. False statements should be motivated from your mind, something that you know it is not true, but your purpose is to make other people suffer, or you wanted to take revenge, whatever. Negative motivations, negative, and then you twist the words or you say the not truth, it becomes false statement, or you can call lying. So this is the first one, first action. And then you know that how serious these first actions are. So in this false lying or lying has also 3 categories. When you lie, there is 3 categories. First one is the serious one, and then middle one, and the last one is the normal one. But I say this example, but we in the Buddhism, in the sutra, it says give a philosophical term. First is called drunken lying. Drunken lying is very serious. Then called the big lying. So it says big lying, and another one is called small lying. So drunken lying is something like if me or for the lay people, if you say I saw Buddha or I saw something, the Deva or Asura, it's very dangerous. And for me, like we sometimes read the lamas. Lamas will say, oh, I know Buddha, I know this deity, I know this. I saw the clairvoyance. It's very dangerous. You do not really see, and then you downfall, you lose your vows, monk vow. You not become monk. Very serious for us. And this is the first is called downfall lie. Downfall lie is something serious. It could be fall down you into the hell realm when you're next born. And right this life you break the vows, commitment. So commitment, like monks are not supposed to lie anything, but this one serious. If you lie, you lose your vows. Means you not become monk. And then for the lay people, you don't lose anything. They lose not any vows. You still break the vows of the 10 virtue actions. So Buddha said that any Buddhist followers should follow these 10 rules. But I know that many of you don't even don't know these 10. So this 4 of speech is the part of the 10. Second lie is the big lie. Big lie is something that when you tell the lie, it will harm the other beings and harm you too. So any lie, any false statement which brings suffering for you and others, that is a big lie. And the small lie, subtle lie, we call it small lie or subtle lie, is a lie that is even not harm other people, but it's not true. You eventually, sometimes you just exaggerate it, you know. We love to exaggerate it, to make it look real. Even it's true, but you add a little bit more, and then it becomes also lie. So this, do you remember, the first is a lie. Lie has a, how many? Lie has a 3. What are the lie? Big one is downfall lie, big lie, and small lie. What is the downfall lie? Something makes you fall into the hell realms or lose something is called downfall lie. And a big lie is any lie which hurt other people, you, not directly or indirectly, even in the short term or long term. When people say, oh, it's not, it's happened next year, even if it's hurt long time or short term, directly or indirectly, anything hurt you and other people, that is called big lie. And some lie statements are false, but it doesn't affect other people, but because its nature is not truth, so it's negative action. You understand? So this also creates negative karma. And then I tell you the consequences, what are the results. And so the first, the heaviest one, which is the downfall lie, it automatically you will born in the animal realm. It's no definite karma. It's a very definite karma. Downfall lie. If you like, especially this is very, very dangerous for Buddhist followers. We sometimes, because of our illusion, we may say, I see this, I see this. We have no proof, but we thinking there is a God or angel or whatever. So in Vietnamese, I don't see that much. But some other tradition, they say many things, like, you know. So it's very dangerous. It's very so serious that if you fall in the low realm, where you born in the animal realm. So the serious, most serious lie, your result, next life or any lifetime, you will born in the hell, in the animal realm. So I don't see the detail why you born in the animal, why you not born in the spirit or not born in the hungry ghost, but I'm guessing. Maybe you too lie too much with your speech, so that's why you born in the animal. And next life you born in the animal, you cannot lie. You say, you cannot lie. So maybe, I don't know, maybe this like it. So yeah, anyway, be careful. We in the born, you think, oh, wonderful, it's very nice to born in the animal, because look at my dog. You will not born in your dog. You will be born in the animal in the Texas where you kill. The second series, the big lie. If you lie big lie, the result is in future, even you born in the human being, nobody trusts you. Number one, because you don't tell the truth. Second thing is people will keep backbiting you, always say something bad about you, even you don't do nothing. This kind of, because the result that you don't tell the truth, that is the result of the big lie. Then the small lie, you not tell the truth, so that result in next life, in wherever you born, you have a very bad mouth smell. In mouth you have a bad smell. Even you brush, it's in the sutra. I'm not saying it's in the sutra. Now, also very common and a serious one that we created is in the lie. We say bad things about Buddha, bad things about the other religion which not belong to us, or we say bad things about monks, Sangha member. Very serious. This is very common, because that Sikho is like this, this Thai is like this is a monk is like this is like, oh my God, that's very common. Very common. Be careful that you may born in the animal. Really, that's very. Here is in Sutra says that those who saying backbiting the Sangha member, especially Buddhas and the Sangha members. Doesn't matter. Be careful, okay? Buddha, even some, of course, and normally the Buddhist follower may not say bad things, but sometimes, what happens, you are not real Buddhist and you try to get help from the Buddha. So sometimes you get frustrated, you're angry, and then you say, oh, now Buddha has no power. All this fake. Sometimes we say fake Buddha. Don't use the fake Buddha. Don't say fake Buddha. Buddha never be fake. You say fake Buddha, fake monk, never use it. You don't use, because fake means you don't bring the Buddha within there. So Buddha is the words, it means enlightened one. So how can enlightenment be fake? Right? So don't use these words unconsciously. It's unnecessary karma. Because that's very often. And then also Sangha members or any monks who are not good. Oh, you say this individual person is really, or his behavior not good. You maybe suggest, but don't say the monk is bad. Then what happens? You put the Buddha's Sangha in there, and then you are criticizing all monks. Looks like, So it's very, very, very negative. So even they do bad things, they have to pay karma. You don't need to pay karma. Then what is the benefit? If you say bad things and the Buddha teaching will flourish and monks change, and then good. Monks never change. Buddha's flourish, no, and Buddha's teaching will not flourish. What happens is brings bad karma for you. And you know that. And then why we saying this? Sometimes we feel good. It is all illusion. It's all because of ignorance. Totally out of ignorance. So in the Buddha Sutra says, even one important thing, actually we shouldn't criticize any beings. Reason why? There is a hiding bodhisattvas. Bodhisattvas come in any form. So Buddha said that in our earth, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas come to help any beings, and it's like earth covered with full of fire, and you can step on any time. So you don't know, because there's a fire in the ground, you don't know. Same like that, in Sutra said, it's very dangerous, because if you step, you fall down and die. Same thing, if you say any beings, if that is a Bodhisattva, you say things, you immediately collect the heaviest negative karma to born in the hell. Not only animal, on the hell. So don't say anything. This is very serious from the speech. Okay? Now the second negative action from the speech is called divisive talk. Divisive talk means something that makes people divided. People become separate. What do you call this? Tối lời chi rèn. Tối lời chi rèn. Tối lời chi rèn is very serious. So this has also three. One is forceful, tối lời chi rèn. Second is jokingly, politely, torrent. And another, the last one is, secretly. Through hiding, you say something. So now I give an example. First one is, that's also very careful. Like it's happening in our community temple. Like if you force them to, say, oh, you have to separate it. Otherwise, I'm not going to support the temple. You use your resources to separate other people by force. Okay, if you do not separate, I'm not going to support. You have to kick this monk out. I'm not going to support this. You do this, do that. With the force directly, you do that. It's very, very negative. Because Buddha wanted every beings harmonize. You, because of your desire or your wish, you separate it. And there is a most serious one is separated among the Dhamma brother sister. If they say these two friends are very close, Dhamma brother, and beside you say, and you have to separate, otherwise I don't want to go with you, or something like that, So it's very, especially be careful. If your wife or husband is very good friend with somebody who is very serious Dhamma practitioner, and they walk together, meditation together, practice together, go to temple together, and you don't like that, and if you force them to separate it, is serious, divisive talk through your speech. That's the one, you use the force. That is called force divisive. Second is you make joke. Okay, this is very obvious. And your friend, okay, oh, your husband is very good, but I'm very sorry, you always have to listen to him, he's very always pushy and he's always like demanding. Oh, and then what happens? Why in the mind? My friend said that's true. Yes, my husband. Now next time he comes home, hey, don't tell me. I know what you're trying to tell me. My friend told me. I know. You created that concept. Before she or he may have no idea. Now she get boost up because somebody trigger the mind. And then it's separated how many pains for the family, pain for the children, pain for the neighbor, pain for the family. All these pains you have to pay the karma. Each of pain created by this separation, you have to pay the karma. You understand? That's why how it is called. It looks like nice. It looks like you show your friend that you support her, that showing you something. No, that's not your business. It's very serious. It's like politely we say something, and sometimes you make a joke. I know you are the 7 and he is the king, like that. So it makes the people think negative. Doesn't matter. I'm just give example wife and husband, but it could be students and children. I mean the students and teacher. It could be neighbor. It could be like this and that. So don't say something makes thing people started dividing. Very serious. So this is the and the last one is you secretly separate people. You know, even the friends or family, you just secretly, oh, be careful, last thing is going with somebody, and you have to be careful. Like something like, you know, you don't tell directly or don't tell open, but you indirectly, you make secretly, you make them fight, you make them separate. That is called secret divisive. Okay, this one, and then let me finish. The heaviest negative karma is immediately you born in the hell, especially if you separate the sangha member or the masters. That's the most serious one. And then this called definitive karma. Definitive karma means it can you have to immediately you have to experience that. And then similarity karma. Similarity karma means the karma is you experience the similar. Even you born in the human beings. You always divorce, you always separated from the friends, family, and you never have found a good friends. You never found a good family, all separate. Maybe many people divorce, married, maybe this karma, I don't know, I'm just talking maybe. So this is just, even you born in the human being, you always separate from your loved ones, and this is called similarity karma, means karma, you suffer similar similar result. And then last one is this Wange means is powered by that negative karma. So it's forced by that negative karma, and then you born in very, very dry place. Maybe here, just joking. Maybe in a place where there is no good crops, like desert. There's no energy for the land. And then it says, and then you born in the very low caste. Everybody look down on you. Oh, like India, we have that one. So people look down on you. Always look down on you. So that means you don't have finer friends. We have a caste in India. The one caste, it says people don't go near them. Don't eat with them. Don't share anything with them. Even the clothes like that. So. Like that still exists, you know. So sometimes if you have that karma, will born like that. Okay. So
definitely similar, and the third one.
Similarly, and no, definitive, similarly, and then force karma means because of that. It's not a force. One means force process. Because of that, you have a not similar. Because of that. I mean, it's like what you call this. Wangi means due to that. You know, let me find out the words. So normally it says Wangi means influential karma, influential because of influence by that negative action. Influence. Yes. Influence. Yeah. Empower. influential or empowered. Because of your action, that one is affected a similar cause. It's not similar, but it's affected. That's why you have
like the low class people.
Yeah, low class, because you something do wrong, so that affected you come on to born in the low class. Dominant karma is called dominant karma. Dominant means because of that it happens. Dominant. It's influential. It's a dominant. I don't know. This is a philosophical term. Dominant. It's called dominant affective karma. So I don't know how to explain this. Thank you. Now we finished 3. Okay. No, 4. No, true from negative. Now the third one. Third one is also a very serious one. That is called harsh words. Harsh words. Harsh words. Harsh words. Akao. What is that? Okay. Okay. Now let's go. Akao is a karma which use the harsh words, very mean words. You say the very mean words. Now these harsh words is abusive words, which any words which makes you people hurt their feelings. It is a harsh words. So even sometimes you say nicely, and even you say nicely, oh, your eye, one eye is smaller than other eyes, but it's people hurt, right? It directly you saying you have the, what do you call this, wrong eye. No? You may say nice, oh, your one eye is very beautiful, otherwise it's smaller. Like, but it's hurt other people. But any words you're trying to intentionally, you're trying to make people look bad by expressing through the words, that is called harsh words. So harsh words has also 3. It's motuk means direct harsh words. Direct harsh words that mostly come from anger. If you're angry, especially be careful with your husband and wife, and sometimes your children. You're really angry, and then you say all these things to abuse him directly. You are like this, you are like this, you are like this, you are like this. So you can say anything which makes him or her or anybody hurt, and you say with the anger directly in front of everybody, or that's the most serious one. This more means in front. Means very harsh. Harsh say in front of him directly, make him hurt with your anger or negative emotion. Second harsh words is the harsh words which used with a joke. You know, you're trying to make joke or make play and make them feel shy, embarrassed, and hurt, especially in the public. Like, okay. And the last one is very serious. Last one is very common and not serious. But what happened? You tell all the things you don't like about that person to other friends. Oh, I thought this is like that. She's like that. She's like that. He's like that. Oh, I thought that she's very true. No, she's like that. Oh, she's big mouth. She had this, she had that, she had that. Not directly you say somebody, through somebody you say all her mistake, all her appearance, all her background, everything that you want to hurt them. Whether it's true or not true, if hurt other people's feeling, that is called through harsh words. Harsh words through means not say directly, but it's hurt other people's feeling through you express through somebody. So there's 3 results. The first one is you born in the hell. Yeah, born in the hell. There's a very, very, especially when you say something bad things about a Buddha, about a Sangha member, same thing, you're born in the hell. That's a very serious one. And then even you're born in the human being, you always suffer through sad news, all the bad news, all the bad things, people backbiting you, or to say bad things about you. Maybe you don't do nothing, it keeps hurting and it makes you bothering about this. So this is the second suffering. And then all is and then you born as a very negative person. Your intention and your actions all negative. You're born like that. And the last, okay, so last is idle gossip. So those from speech we have 4, right? First is lying. Second, divisive talk. And third, harsh words. And this one is idle gossip. So idle gossip is very common. So idle gossip has also 3. One is just you are gossiping totally in the wrong direction, wrong view, totally with the wrong. So this is especially as a Buddhist, we are not supposed to read other bubbles like Christian or Muslim or other bubbles or reason and other concept. Reason why? Because and then they say something and or we say something and then you have doubt in our Buddha's teaching because it's contradict and then it leads you to think bad about a Buddha's teaching because it's, you cannot understand this and you maybe make more sense in the other and then you become negative with the Buddha's teaching. So say never read the, if you are really truly Buddhist practitioner, in the first vow of the refuge is called not depending on the other bubble. So let's say exceptional. If you are highly mentally trained, like in the Indian time, the great masters, to know the other people's view, they have to read. They have a permission to read. But we ordinary people, we can easily influence. So you shouldn't read any other bubbles for get information and trying to match with the Buddha's teaching. Very negative. So this is the one thing. And then second is called the idle gossip. So what happens is there is no meaning. It's a mundane gossip. Mundane gossip means, oh, that family has a big car, they buy this one, they buy a house, they have married this person, that person. So you're talking about all the meaningless, and there's no meaning for you, the point of view from the Buddha's teaching. This one, and the last one is called the truth gossiping. Truth gossiping means even you saying the truth, but it consumes the time and wastes other people's time and your time, and because you waste this precious time. So time is precious in Buddha's teaching. If you waste that, and then you have a negative karma. Especially from this idle gossip, especially those people who are very devoted to Buddha, if they are doing the mantra and you say, hey, stop, let us stop something, and you make them distracted, and this becomes very serious. So you have to be careful about this. And yeah, you translate this, and then we wrap up. Result for this idle gossip is you born in the animal realm, and then other are similar, all the same like you, people not trust you, and you have many unpleasant things happening here in your life, which makes you feel sad and disturbed. So these are just similar because also negative karma from speech. Okay, and then okay, now we try to summarize in the speech. For speech, how many negative actions from the speech? 4. First one, lie. What do you call this? Know your way. And second, divisive talk. What do you call this? Chia rẽ. Okay, divisive talk. And the third one, ác khẩu. And the last one is idle gossip. Okay, so you know this. Okay, now what you to practice in daily life. In the morning you say, oh, actually in the true practitioner you do this. Okay, before you go to sleep, think. Okay, think carefully. How many I have done these 3, 4 in this today. And actually you do what happened? Oh, I have done it, I have done it, I have done it. Then what happened? Oh, I made a mistake. Oh, Buddha. And then you say, Namo Tapa, oh, I like it. Like I said, before you go to sleep, and then you repent. You pray for Buddha, please, because of my ignorance, because of my weak mind, I have lied all this. So please forgive me and purify my karma. So you say, and then you see what happened? That karma will not multiply. Benefit. Second thing, what happens, called immediate negative force. Immediate negative force means it may lead you to other misfortunes. If you are very successful, suddenly you may have misfortunes. Suddenly something happened because karma is very strong, so it will become a condition to raise other negative karma. Very serious. You don't feel that. So do this before you go to sleep. And then morning, you go to the your Buddha room and look at Buddha. Buddha, you teach not to do that, not do that. Now I understand. Okay, I learned from this Tibetan monk. I say it's what do you call this? Lying, harsh words. They say talk, and it will gossip. So I will, at least I reduce them today 50%. I will not lie for 100%. I will not idle gossip 50%. I not do the harsh words 100%. And you just remember this one by one. And then what happens, since you think one by one, and the next time it's happened, it's come here because it's automatic, because you have it. Like that. And then what happens, you substitute, immediately substitute, and immediately you change. You say, Buddha said, if any negative comes, best is to immediately change. Immediately change. So mouth, you cannot change your mouth with the Buddha mouth. So immediately you say Namo Tapa. It automatically stops. If that not happens, just buy a lock. So at least yes, repent immediately. That saves you. That's one thing. And then what happened? 1 day, 2 days, 3 days happen. It's become your habit. And then even you come here. Like you can control. Otherwise, finish. Or you get negative karma, negative karma, negative karma. When you die, you have all carry this negative karma, nothing. You understand? So it's very serious. So practice, do this. And then every time you recite mantra, anything you recite mantra, you just think that, okay, not only this lifetime, many lifetimes I created negative karma from these from my speech, these four different categories. So please, may I purify them, okay? My cow, negative cow, the four, and then you think this one again. And then in the detail, if you go, all your speech be purified, and all this is negative karma just throw out in the form of the black smoke. Just clean your mind, like that, and then it's become effective, very powerful. Any mantra you decided because you dedicated, and this.
She asked if we remember at night time to think about all of the bad things we talk, and we have to be in front of Buddha or have to be any place.
No, you don't need to go to Buddha. Buddha is everywhere. So you think, oh, before that. And also one important thing is very practical. Sometimes you're very angry and you say very mean to your friends, and then you never apologize. Okay. So what happens? And what happens if you don't say sorry? That person feel hurt for many days. Oh, she told me like that. Today she said, tomorrow said. See, all the time, remember, every time you said, you have a negative karma, it keeps going. So if you remember that, oh, I say really bad words because of my anger. My God, she hurt. I should say, sorry, come on, sorry, Jay. Oh, oh, let it go on. You say, sorry, I make many mistakes. Please forgive me. You don't need to be embarrassed, or you want to suffer in the hell in next life. There's nothing to lose for saying sorry, to stop her feeling hurt. So anytime you hurt other people by saying wrong things, you should apologize immediately by thinking that if somebody tell you and you get hurt all the time and they don't apologize to how you feel. That's the logic. And in karmic wise, more she hurt, it keeps more she or he hurt until you make it feel good. It keeps creating the karma like a web of oceans. And you don't need to necessarily create the karma. So this is one how you stop the immediate creation of karma continuously. And then also to purify all this negative karma by your speech, you should think this red eye. You can recite any Buddha's mantra, but you think that in your throat, and then mantra of any Buddha, Amitabha Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, or Manjushri Buddha, and they use a lotus, okay? Lotus sit on your throat chakra, okay? Throat chakra, you sit, there is a lotus, and then on the center of the lotus, you will see this red letter. This symbolizes the pure speech of the Buddha. So what happened, you do, and then on that lotus, sounded by the Amitabha, if you say, suppose Namayatapa, and so Amitabha's mantra, and then go around clockwise on that red eye. So it's cycle clockwise on the red eye of the mantra. We say Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. And it's just turn, and then light just radiated, red light radiated, and purify all your negative karma created. 4 different negative karma you created from the speech. Purify yourself. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Then you should remember the two objects that you created. Negative karma, one through Buddha, one through sentient being. Okay? Buddha, you say bad things about Buddha as a Sangha, remember? One, you say bad things about all the beings, or all the ordinary beings. So you think, okay, you think this, and then say Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Lotus that you sit on your throat symbolize the compassion, because you don't want to create negative karma and never get enlightened. Then you cannot help all your mother sentient beings. This means you are breaking the commitment of the Bodhisattva. So you want to, we are Mahayana Bodhisattva, Mahayana practitioner. Mahayana means follow the Buddha, Mahayana tradition. Mahayana practice Bodhisattva's path. Bodhisattva path never deceive the sentient being. We say, I will become Buddha for all mother sentient beings. We say all the time like that, and then we do all negative karma, negative karma, negative karma, negative karma. So you're deceiving the Buddhas, deceiving the sentient being. You understand? It's like that your father is thinking, oh, I go and walk and make money, and then he go to gambling, go to drinking, and then what do you think? Oh my gosh, our father said he's going to make money, and now he's gambling, he's throwing all the money. Like that. We say, we practice all the sutra reading in Mahayana Sutra. All say, I practice this for benefit for me and all sentient beings. We keep saying this. So we are we are breaking the vows. So that's why you have to, the lotus is symbolizing your compassion. So you have to think like that, okay? You understand? There's the most powerful purification of the speech. And also in the end, when you dedicate it, you have to dedicate, may I achieve the Buddha's speech, pure speech. So I recited this, and because of my this marriage, may me and all mothers and children achieve the Buddha's pure speech. And then you think, in the end, you recite mantra, Buddha's speech and your speech become one in one, you think like that, and then it becomes very powerful. So here last is most serious. People thinking, oh, you want to purify. Purify is very good, but if you do not watch your emotion, watch your speech, and it keep collecting, and purify is not much help. You purify and then collecting again, purify, collecting again. It's like your house is leaking. You don't block that leaking, and you're just trying to clean the floor, and it's keep leaking. It's no benefit. Same thing. Don't leak from here. Just change this. Make sure we just be aware, be mindful, and you are not saying any bad. And that's, one, try, two, try, three, try, and then immediately your mind become so used to natural like that. And it become, immediately you can notice that. So make sure that you not create it again. That is more important than purify. Then purify comes naturally. Okay. So I guess, yes. Thank you. Now I take one question, two questions. Let me. Yes.
There's another teacher was saying that you don't know.
Hey, I tell you one thing. When Karma teaching, you never clap. It's not lecture. It's not speech. I'm just kidding. It's you just appreciate and rejoice. That's it. Okay.